there would probably be a day where we can't trade, where we can't put our hands on the market and participate as a speculator. It may be short term. It may be very, well, brief and infrequent. Not infrequent, but inconvenient. But the pace at which things might start moving in the next couple months might be a little bit of a shock to some of you. I've mentioned many times before that you have to get your house ready. My question to you is, where's your money? Do you know where it is? If it's tied up in a company, if the bulk of it's tied up in a company, if the bulk of it's tied up in investments that you can't put your hands on, if it's tied up in bank account deposits or CDs, and in my opinion, and I'm not a financial advisor, I'm just telling you my personal opinion, I would be taking that shit and turning it into tangible things like non-perishable food, over-the-counter medicines, clothing. You know, if you want to be a profitable trader, that's one thing. It's great. But what do you do with your money once you get it? Are you being a good steward with it? Are you preparing and making sure and ensuring that you and your family are going to be at least hedged? Do you have someone that you have to take care of? Maybe you have a parent that's not doing too well and you have to stop in every now and then, make sure they have what they need, or if they're comfortable, or if they pad them out with some toilet paper and some canned goods and things that they like. Comfort foods, candies, hard candies. You have kids? If you had children, you know, imagine what it would be like stressed out and you can't get the things that they want to have. You know, a piece of candy goes a long way to build a child's morale up. Hard candy stays good for a long, long time. You got to be thinking how you can create creature comforts in the most stressful fucking time of your life, because that's what's coming. Listen, folks, I know that when I talk about this, some of you are very, very passionate about that crypto space. I understand. Believe me, I know more than you fucking realize about the human mind. I don't know very much about crypto, but I know that that's the biggest fucking scam, frauding piece of shit fucking operation they've ever pulled on anybody. It's a psyop. And what you have done is allowed them to bring in the very thing they intended to create and put in place when they allowed Bitcoin on the scene. Where's your Bitcoin 100,000? Wasn't that supposed to happen years ago? Oh, don't worry, when it does its halving. It's going to halve. You can bet your sweet ass we're going back under 10,000. It's going to halve. They can't do that. They won't do that. It's decentralized. Yeah, if they can't do all that, how the fuck do they seize people's fucking shit then? But your money needs to be in things that are tangible. Now, notice I haven't said gold and silver. Finally, ICT's talking about some silver and gold. Silver and gold's going to be fucking worthless. And that's my faith talking. Okay, that's what I believe eventually. Scriptures say that people are going to take their gold and silver and throw it in the street. So I don't look to that as a protection. And before that happens, you're not going to be permitted to have gold. What? They'll never do that. They did it before. And when you have money that you've made, you need to be taking it out. As you make it, take it out. You know what that's going to do for you? Some of you are like, I ain't doing that, man. I got to have this cushion. And let's talk about why you want to have that cushion in your account. Because you're fucking reckless. And you know what you're doing is on a whim. You're getting lucky. You're over leveraging. You're swinging for the fucking fences. You're not waiting for the setup. You're chasing price. So you need a cushion. If you strip it back down to where you start with your operating expenses, whatever that is, your funded account, when it gets to the degree where you're there and you know, whatever you make, you do a profit split with your company you're with, whoever that may be. At the end of the week, every 2 weeks, I think at best, you know, that should be the longest you wait. But as soon as you're eligible to get money out of it, take it back. Take it out. That's how you beat them. Because they're hoping you're going to want to build it up, and then what happens is greed does its work. And you'll never, ever have to ask them for money in a payout. Pay yourself when you get it. But it's only $700 ICT, you know. 700 fucking bucks is better in your pocket than 700 bucks that you lost next week trying to make it 2,000. You'll trade with more discipline if you do this.